Great wins. Calls number 4, Corey Jones. That's his first team foul. Jake Alexander at the line, shooting 2. Patterson. Number 4, Corey Jones. That's his second team foul. Substitution for Baker, number 2, Ty Henry. Jones with Prairie. first team foul. Substitution for Baker, number 11, Noah Rigotuso. Patterson. Jump ball possession, Pioneers. Foul number 2, Ty Henry. That's his first, third team foul. Checking into the Pioneers, number 30, Brooks Langer. Offensive foul number 25, Anthony Brown. That's his second team foul. Checking into the Pioneers, number 3, Jonelle Almonte. Driving violation, Pioneer ball. Brooks Langer. No, we do so. Jones McCrary. Foul number 11, Makai Elmore. That's his first, third team foul. Noah Rigotuso at the line, shooting 2. Substitution for Baker, number 35, Brady Briggs, and number 10, Joshua Kelly. Cody Reese. We get 2-7. Brooks Legger. Substitution provider, Jake Alexander. Number 35, Wayne Wiggs. That's his first, fourth team foul.
Hello, hello.
Substitution for Baker, number 5, Justin Bass. Also checking in number 5.
Hi. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Substitution for the Pioneers, Jonel Aponte.
Hello.
Checking back in the Pioneers, Caleb Jones McCrary.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi, hi.
Joshua Kelly. Timeout on the floor. I'd like to give a special thanks to all of our game day sponsors: Olathe Ford, Chick-fil-A, Martin and Wallentyne Law Firm, Parkway and Frequent Carpenter Dentist, Olathe Chamber of Commerce, Casey Scaffold, Houston Contracting, and Tim Tree.
Hello? 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 Hello, hello, hello. Alright, where are the headphones?
What is this coming from?
Camera 2.
Wait.
You're not getting it? Video
I
capture.
have another one of these.
In your bag?
I've got 2 of these somewhere.
That one. Here. Alright, white camera, one microphone. I think I will work for now.
I have no scoreboard. How about internet?
Yeah, that wasn't working either. Because I have to keep unplugging it. Ponla en mi escritorio. Ponla en mi escritorio, vos. Todo. Apaga eso. ¿Dónde está el botón?
¿Dónde está tu escritorio?
Al frente de la oficina de Bryce.
He's not going to talk into that. We don't even need it. We just have camera audio. Hey Anna, did you get an extension cord for this? I have that some audio center somewhere. Stay here. Is that scoreboard down?
The first 2 points of the ballgame from Anthony Brown, who averages 20 a game after having to sit almost the entire first half in foul trouble. The Pioneers lead by 10, able to survive after a huge first half from Jonelle Aponte off the bench and Ed Wright. Block shot there by Caleb Jones-McCrary as Corey Jones drove baseline. Caleb came away from the opposite block and sent that into the corner. It's going to be last touch by the Pioneers, so Wildcats will keep possession. They're going to give him a fresh 20 on the shot clock as well. Just going to be Justin Batts out top, guarded by freshman Makai Elmore. Comes off the high pick and roll all the way to the cup. Alexander's going to be whistled for the personal. That is a ticky-tack foul that's going to give Jake his third.
Number 13, Jake Alexander. That's his third.
And Brooks Langer, fresh off the bench, going to run in for Alexander just 2 minutes into the second half. Baseline inbounds play. Batts looking for Jalen Patterson, gets it to him. Patterson to the cup, scoop, layup, tough finish. Jalen Patterson. Again, this kid averages 18 points a game. The senior out of New Orleans, Louisiana, in double figures now. I believe that's 13. Jones-McCrary off the pick and roll was looking to go all the way up top and was fouled by Quentin Harvey. Harvey picks up his first, and Jones-McCrary is going to head to the line.
Caleb Jones-McCrary at line shooting 2.
Caleb, a quiet first half, also a bit of foul trouble as Kobe Reese came in and was just an absolute force on the glass in the first half, giving the Pioneers a spark off the bench that they desperately needed with a couple of their main pieces in foul trouble. Jones-McCrary steps to the line, knocks both down. Pioneers lead by 10. And Corey Jones all the way to the rack in transition is going to head to the line for 2. They're going to get Ed Wright for the personal, his second.
That's his second personal, second team foul.
Second team foul of the half now on the Pioneers.
Corey Jones at the line shooting 2.
We'll send Corey Jones to the line for 2. As you can hear Ryan Robinson whooping away in the corner as he does on all opponent foul shots in the Cook Center. Jones, unfazed, knocks down the first. Corey Jones, just a 58% free throw shooter, but connects on both there. Up to 4 points in the ball game. Little zipper cut action for Ed Wright. Dribble handoff to Anthony Brown. He uses a screen, drives baseline, was cut off there by Wiggs. That means Jones-McCrary has a mismatch in the post as Batts had to switch onto him. Batts doing a nice job fronting, unable to get it to him. Anthony Brown left wide open on the wing. 3 rattles out. It's a good possession offensively. The Pioneers got a mismatch in the paint. Were unable to take advantage, but Anthony, a great shooter, got an open look from 3. He'll take that all night long. Nice baseline spin by Braden Wiggs. He gets the bucket to go. Wiggs, such an efficient player in the post. Average double figures. Always over 50% from the floor. There's a block shot, and Baker off and running in transition. Patterson step back, thought about a 3, turns it down. Makai Elmore got his hands full with Jalen Patterson here, and Patterson shot blocked by Jones-McCrary. That's a second or third block already here in the second half for Caleb. Again, dead ball rebound for the Wildcats as Jones-McCrary blocks it out of bounds and bats to inbound. Again, that stack up top looking for Patterson. They get it to Patterson at the elbow. One-on-one with Elmore. Stop and pop. Thought about a jumper. Instead, dropped it off for Corey Jones. And Jones off the mark. Jones-McCrary comes down with the rebound for the Pioneers, and they've got numbers. On the break, Elmore to the cup. Forced to switch hands midair and unable to knock it down. Wildcats in transition. They've got numbers. 4-on-3 break results in a 3 on the way from Jones. Too strong. Rebounded by Harvey. And Quentin Harvey gets the putback to go. Big fella out of Tulsa. Really plays a lot on the perimeter. I was expecting more of a power forward game from him, but he's essentially a guard out there, capable of going inside, but guard skill. Standing at 6'7". Up to 8 points. Jones-McCrary now on a switch. Skip pass. Langer in the corner. Shot fake to the rim, and I know Brooks thought about dunking that. All the work he puts in the weight room, instead just lays it in off the glass for 2 after the pretty shot fake. Now Langer has 6. Pioneers lead by 6. Justin Batts, 3, top of the key, got it to go. Cut that lead in half. Batts doesn't shoot it often, but efficient when he does. And Baker wants to talk things over. 30-second timeout, Wildcats. It's Pioneers 51, Wildcats 48. 15:39 to go in the second half. MNUsports.com. It's like cutting in and out. Kind of works. Test. Anthony Brown to inbound after the timeout from Baker. Couple of changes in the lineup. Ty Henry, the freshman, back into the ballgame for Baker. He guards Anthony Brown, and he throws it over the top to Jones McCrary. Caleb was going to try to dunk that on the other side of the rim, but was wrapped up by Quentin Harvey. Good execution out of the timeout. Pioneers isolated Jones McCrary on the block, threw it over the top for what would have been an easy deuce. Instead, he's going to go right back to the free throw line. That free throw percentage for Jones McCrary just keeps climbing up. He was 2 for 2 the previous trip, misses the front end. And splits his trip to the line, 1 for 2, and Jones McCrary now has 7. Pioneers back to a 4-point lead. Noah Rigatuso back into the ballgame as well, handles out top for the Wildcats, gets it to Jalen Patterson. Patterson guarded by Ed Wright, one-on-one. Wright got a hand on it. Won't get credit for a steal, I don't think, but he caused that miss. Definitely got a piece of the basketball, and Makai Elmore back the other way is going to be whistled for a charge. I believe that's Ty Henry. It is. The freshman from Topeka steps in front and takes the charge in transition on Elmore. That'll be the second personal on Makai. And third team foul on the Pioneers here in the second half. Just 2 team fouls on Baker. Patterson to Rigatuso out top. He drives right, spin move, and had his shot erased by Jones McCrary. Caleb now with 3, maybe 4 blocks in the second half, and Ed Wright the other way finds Elmore in the corner. His 3 too short. Offensive rebound by Anthony Brown. Swings it out top to Jones McCrary, and Caleb all the way to the bucket, whistled for an offensive foul on the Euro step. I mean, did his absolute best to avoid the charge. And Patterson took some contact to the hip and went down. Referees rewarded it. So back-to-back charge calls on the Pioneers. The first one, not much of an argument. The second, very questionable. Coach Hepker can't believe it. The Pioneers hanging on to that 4-point lead, 52-48, under 15 to go in the ballgame. Rigatuso takes a 3 from the right wing and knocks it down. Noah Rigatuso had a loud beginning to this ball game. That's his first points of the second half, but he's up to 12. Jones McCrary the other way, reverse layup, missed it, got his own rebound. All kinds of jerseys in the paint, and Caleb's going to go back to the free throw line. Jones McCrary too much to handle one-on-one in the post when Braden Wiggs is not in the ball game, and Wiggs is at the scorer's table ready to check back in. But Rigatuso and Harvey and company having all kinds of problems keeping Jones McCrary off the glass. Caleb gets the free throw to drop. As Corey Jones and Braden Wiggs check back into the ball game, so a little more size at that 5 position for the Wildcats, but Jalen Patterson going to take a quick breather. Pioneers will have to take advantage of any minutes he's not on the floor. First team all-conference performer. Caleb 1 for 2 at the line this trip. Rigatuso the rebound. Wildcats playing 4-on-5 as Wiggs went down in the backcourt. Now he joins his teammates up top. And Jones McCrary with another block, erased that shot by Corey Jones on the backboard. They're going to get Brooks Langer for a personal foul.
That's his first.
Spectacular play by Jones McCrary. Just pinned the reverse to the glass, but Brooks Langer got him down low. And it's going to send Corey Jones to the line for 2. Langer just picks up his first personal. 5th team foul already here in the second half for the Pioneers. Jones left the free throw short. Head coach Sean Dooley and assistant coach Chase Dipple, their team's always going to be tough and play excellent defense. The Wildcats currently lead the Heart of America Conference in points per possession allowed, so an excellent defensive group. A bit undersized trying to guard Caleb Jones McCrary in the post, but they've done an excellent job bringing help, trying to front on those switches. Pioneers go right back into Caleb. He has to throw it off of a Wildcat's leg in desperation before going out of bounds on the baseline. Elmore looking to inbound. Goes to Jones McCrary, who slipped the screen. Great execution. Pioneers ran that exact inbounds play in the first half, and Brooks Langer got a little 5-foot jumper and knocked it down. They ran it again, and this time Jones McCrary slipped to the rim for the bucket. Another whistle here early in the second half. This one's going to go against Anthony Brown and send Noah Rigatuso back to the free throw line.
Noah Rigatuso at the line, shooting 2.
Rigatuso, very active off the bench, one of 5 Baker Wildcats that averages double figures.
Substitution for the Pioneers, number 3, Joel Aponte.
He's got 13 already tonight. Can absolutely play above the rim, jumps out of the gym, and has knocked down a couple of 3 balls as well. So a well-rounded game from Rigatuso. We apologize for the technical difficulties in the first half, some audio issues, and I believe Caleb Jones McCrary may have just tipped that ball into his own basket. They're going to give Braden Wiggs credit for it. I'm not sure he actually got a hand to it as they were fighting for the rebound opportunity. And at any rate, it's 2 points for the Wildcats, and Pioneers lead by 1. Skip past Anthony Brown to Jonel Aponte. Aponte was red hot in the first half with 10 points off the bench, knocked down a couple triples. Off the mark that time. Ed Wright, great skip pass, found Anthony Brown in the corner. Shot fake, Euro step to the rim. Floater off the mark. The Pioneers are going to get another possession. Rigatuso knocked it out of bounds. Joshua Kelly checks into the ballgame for Baker. Senior reserve guard out of Memphis, Tennessee. Elmore looking for Jones McCrary again at the rim, couldn't get it to him, and is going to turn it over. Wildcats blew up the baseline out of bounds play that time. Nowhere to go from Mekhi Elmore. Kelly going to set the offense for the Wildcats. Swing it isolated side, Rigatuso on the right wing with Anthony Brown. He attacks middle, kicks it out to Kelly. Excuse me, that's Corey Jones. Jones spins baseline. Good defense by Aponte, forces the miss. Anthony Brown grabs the rebound in traffic, and Pioneers have numbers. Aponte gonna push. Finds Mekhi Elmore right wing, 3 on the way, left is short. Rebound falls into the hands of Braden Wiggs. Kobe Reese gonna check back in at the next dead ball, give Jones McCrary a blow, and that's a nice take by the freshman Ty Henry. Got baseline and got 2 hands off the glass, laid it in. His first points of the game. And Pioneers turn it over, looking to go length of the floor on the deep outlet. Didn't connect, and
30-second timeout.
Baker with a 56-55 lead. Pioneers take a 30-second timeout, gonna set their defense, talk things over. We'll be right back at MNUsports.com. Carson Richardson, a 6'2 freshman out of Heston, Kansas, his first action of the ballgame in for Baker. And coming out of the timeout, Pioneers show zone. Back into that 3-2 zone with Anthony Brown roaming the top of the key. Forced to stop early in the first possession of the second half in this 3-2 zone. And Anthony Brown comes all the way down, blocks that shot by Richardson. The Pioneers have 5 or 6 blocks here early in the second half. Courtesy of Caleb Jones-McCrary, that time Anthony Brown erasing a layup opportunity, and now Pioneers going to match up with 9 on the shot clock to defend the baseline out of bounds play. Rigatuso swings across to Kelly. Kelly isolated on Aponte. Has to swing it out to Richardson. He drives baseline, pull-up jumper off the mark, and rebound battled for and eventually came down with by Corey Jones. Got it to Rigatuso. His layup off the mark, offensive rebound and putback no good. The Baker bench begging for a foul, none whistled. It would have been 4 on Anthony Brown had they done it, so a great no call for Pioneer fans. Ed Wright, shot fake into the paint, hook pass. Anthony Brown's 3 on the way, buries it. Anthony Brown knocks down a triple, puts the Pioneers back in front, 58-56. And what a response by Joshua Kelly. Before you could blink, he went rim to rim and got a layup off Kobe Reese. Blocked it off the backboard, but a lot of contact with the hip. Second personal foul on Kobe and 7th team foul on the Pioneers. So the Wildcats in the bonus will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Baker playing a much faster tempo than they've played in the past. Traditionally, always been a great defensive team, but traditionally played a bit slower and more deliberate in the half court. They are off and running again. They are in the 85th percentile in transition possessions per game. They're playing faster than just about everybody. An empty trip at the line for Kelly. Anthony Brown gets the rebound. Pioneers run some offense, go to Ed Wright. He drives baseline. He's cut off there by Kelly. Kelly was not in legal guarding position, going to get hit with a blocking foul.
Joshua Kelly.
Just his first 4th team foul on the Wildcats. Anthony Brown will inbound on the baseline with Elmore on the bench, who typically handles those duties. Brown gets it out top to Ed Wright. Wright absolutely kept the Pioneers afloat in the first half. Had a huge first half with Brown on the bench. Ed goes driving kick, gets to Anthony Brown. He goes baseline. Got caught in the air with nowhere to go. Joshua Kelly picks off the pass. Baker has numbers. Kelly to the rim. Layup no good. Putback opportunity no good. Now Anthony Brown all alone, and he's going to have an easy dunk. Cocks one back and throws it in. Pioneers lead by 4. Anthony sprints back into transition defense. Pioneers look to stay in that zone, and they're going to have to match up because transition was not friendly numbers-wise. So man-to-man this possession for the Pioneers. Baseline drive by Kelly, cut off. Alexander got a hand on it, and he's going to be whistled for a push. I believe that's 4 on Jake Alexander. It is. And that's going to send Makai Elmore back into the ballgame, as Jake's going to have to exit with his 4 fouls. So the 5 on the floor for your Pioneers. Elmore, Wright, and Brown, traditional starters, and then Aponte and Kobe Reese with big minutes off the bench today. And the freshman Carson Richardson at the line plays sparingly, and it's tough to come in off the bench cold and knock down big free throws, and he rattles out that foul shot attempt. Elmore, I would imagine they're going to take advantage of this matchup, get it back to Makai, try to get him going downhill to his left hand at some point. Anthony Brown, great pass on the pick and roll, and Kobe Reese throws one down on top of a couple of Wildcats. That's a poster. Beautiful pick and roll. Anthony Brown found Kobe Reese, who finishes with the highlight dunk. The student section for the Pioneers loved it. Noah Rigatuso able to answer. He's got 15. What a sequence there from Kobe Reese. Dribble handoff with Anthony Brown. They've got that side cleared out once again. This time the handoff was blown up by Ty Henry. Brown drives baseline. A lot of hands on him. No whistle. And they're going to get another offensive foul on Anthony Brown.
Offensive foul, 25, Anthony Brown.
Anthony whistled for his 4th personal. So Jake Alexander and Anthony Brown, 2 seniors, 2 starters, on the bench with 4 and 9 team fouls on the Pioneers now. With 9:31 to go, it's going to be a lot.
Next game for the Pioneers will be this Saturday, January 21st, as they play host to Mount Mercy University. Tip-off is at 4 p.m.
.9:30 to go in the ball game. Pioneers going to have to lean heavily on their bench as they did in the first half, and those guys stepped up, along with Ed Wright carrying a little bit of an extra load. But Jake Alexander and Anthony Brown on the bench with 4. Jalen Patterson back in for the Wildcats, throws a skip pass to Rigatuso. Rigatuso pull-up jumper on the baseline drive, knocks it down. What a performance off the bench by Rigatuso. He's got 17, and it's a 2-point ball game. Reese goes dribble handoff with Ed Wright. Wright, step back 3 over the top of Wiggs, off the mark. Reese battling for the rebound, and that's going to steal a possession for the Pioneers. What a hustle play by Kobe Reese. Getting on the floor, last touch off of Corey Jones, so it'll be Pioneer basketball, baseline inbounds. They're going to isolate Ed Wright on the right side. One-on-one with Corey Jones. Ed gets to the block, shot fake, skip pass, wide open 3 in the corner for Elmore, off the mark. A couple of Pioneers battling for the rebound, and it fell into the hands of Corey Jones for the Wildcats. Baker in transition. Patterson got right off of his feet. Shot fake, spinning around, turns it over. Jalen Patterson, so good off the bounce. That time a little out of control, turns it over. Pioneers fortunate. Going to get Caleb Jones-McCrary back into the ball game for Kobe Reese. Elmore brings it across the timeline, sets the offense for the Pioneers. One-on-one out top, get downhill to his left hand, lost it. It was poked away. Mackay trying to get it back, all kinds of contact, no whistle. Wildcats in transition. Jones to the cup, layups up and good. We got a tie game. 62 apiece in what has been a very physical second half. Lopsided on the foul count, whether it's accurate or not my decision, but 9 fouls on the Pioneers here at home, just 4 on the Wildcats, and there's been lots of contact. There's a hold away from the ball. Rigatuso whistled for a hold, his 3rd and the 5th team foul on the Wildcats.
Anthony Brown. Checking back into Baker, number 2, Ty Henry.
Ty Henry checks back in, gives Corey Jones a blow. Aponte runs to the corner, and they go right inside to Jones-McCrary on the out-of-bounds play, and it's stolen away. Good hands by Joshua Kelly, and Kelly throws it ahead to Henry. Baker looking to play fast at every opportunity. Baseline drive, Rigatuso, he went up to dunk that and was met at the rim by Jones-McCrary. Caleb got the basketball. They're going to get in for a personal foul. Rigatuso did a nice job adjusting with the contact and finished anyway.
10th team foul.
That's the third personal foul on Caleb. Rigatuso now with 19. An impressive finish through contact. I'm not sure it was foul. Caleb was vertical, but he certainly stopped what would have been a dunk.
And number 15, Kason Richardson, and number 5, Justin Bass.
And Rigatuso is going to exit the ball game. That's a welcome sight for Pioneer fans right now, as he's been dominant offensively. Freshman Kason Richardson back in, tasked with defending Mekhi Elmore out top. Elmore gets it to Ed Wright, dribble handoff with Brown, trying to get Anthony downhill going right. They do. Hook pass is deflected out of bounds, but it's going to be a personal foul on Braden Wiggs. Wiggs, the hand on the hip. Push, little push foul. Now both teams will shoot free throws the rest of the way. That's the 6th personal on the Wildcats. So 1-1 on the next whistle for Mid-American Nazarene. Aponte gets the handoff, and that's off the foot of Braden Wiggs, and an unfortunate bounce hit Jalen Patterson in the face. Unintentional, of course. And then off the foot of Braden Wiggs, so it's a kick ball, a fresh 20 on the shot clock, and Anthony Brown will inbound on the sideline. Sit out top to Elmore, hounded by Richardson up top. High post to Jones McCurry. Dribble handoff action, they switch it again. Anthony Brown gets downhill, fouled again by Braden Wiggs, and Anthony Brown's going to head to the free throw line. Coach Hepker, excited about the contact on the dribble drive, has been asking for it all night. Has got it the last two possessions here, and Anthony Brown will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Brown off the mark on the 1-on-1 opportunity. Ed Wright with a great play, steals an extra possession for the Pioneers. 15 on the shot clock. It only reset to 20. Didn't call it a change of possession. Drives baseline, pull-up jumper, back rim, no good. Wildcat defense has really tightened up here in the second half. They go right inside to Braden Wiggs, 1-on-1 with Jones McCrary, trying to get his 4th personal. Unable to do so. Go right back into him on the repost. He spins baseline, jump hook, left it short, but an offensive rebound by Justin Batts. Three on the way from Patterson. High arcing shot off the mark. Pioneers have numbers. They're off and running. Anthony Brown in transition. Took the contact. Goes up for 2. Should have been an and 1. Instead, they're going to call it on the floor. And personals on Kason Richardson, his first. And Anthony, who just missed the front end of a 1-and-1, will head back to the line for another 1-and-1 opportunity.
That's his first 18th foul. Back in for Baker. No Rigatuso. Anthony Brown at the line should be 1-and-1.
Wildcats head back to their bench. Jalen Patterson and Braden Wiggs will take a seat. Corey Jones back into the ballgame. Ty Henry back into the ballgame. Rigatuso back into the ballgame. Brown again misses the front end of a 1-and-1. So a couple of empty trips that started at the free throw line. Rigatuso way off the mark, airballs the 3-point attempt, but then steals the outlet pass, goes to the rim, and gets it to go. Tough finish. Made up for his mistake in a hurry. Rigatuso steals the outlet, goes to the rim, Euro step finish. He's now got 22 points, leads all scorers, and Pioneers going to take a timeout, talk things over. They trail by 5. It is Baker 67, Mid-American Nazarene 62, just under 6 minutes to go in the ballgame. We'll be back at MNUsports.com and on the Heart Sports Network.
I'd like to give another special thanks to our game day sponsors, Olathe Ford, Chick-fil-A, Martin and Wallenstein Law Firm, Parkway and Hayworth, Gardner Dentist, Olathe Chamber of Commerce, KC Scaffold, Houston Contracting, and Tid Tree.
Pioneers need to answer the bell coming out of a timeout. Ed Wright handles the ball out top, gets it to Anthony Brown off a staggered double. They go high post to Jones McCurry. Little zoom action for Ed Wright. That's a pin down followed by a dribble handoff. They get Jones McCurry on a switch. Skip pass. Ed Wright's three rattles out. Another stop for Baker. Justin Batt's going to run the show, walks it across midcourt. Gets it to Rigatuso, who has been the offensive bright spot for the Wildcats. He shot fakes, gets into the paint. Jump hook off the mark. Jones McCurry battling for the rebound, and it's deflected into the hands of Justin Batts, who was about to be tied up and just calls timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout. Wildcat basketball. 5:21 to go in the ball game. 67-62. Baker leads.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Check it out, y'all. How low can they go?
Wildcat basketball. Inbounding on the sideline. Jalen Patterson back into the ball game with a 5-point lead. He goes into the corner, right back to Jalen Patterson. Would have had an open three, couldn't catch it cleanly. Right wing, drives baseline, guarded by Ed Wright. Pull-up jumper from Patterson is good. Tough shot, Jalen Patterson. It's such difficult shots. Such a good isolation player. It's a tough pull-up jumper to go, and Wildcats lead by 7. Alexander baseline drive, extra pass. They get it inside to Jones McCurry. He's got a switch with Justin Batts. He spins baseline, got the defender off his feet. Corey Jones came over and helped and commits the foul. So Jones McCurry will head back to the free throw line. Caleb's been there often here in this second half.
For Corey Jones. That's his third, 9th team foul. Caleb Jones McCurry at the line shooting 2.
It's the 9th team foul on Baker, so both teams double bonus the rest of the way. Jones McCurry converts on the first. He's got 11. And splits, so free throw's been an issue for the Pioneers, but Jones McCurry tracks down the offensive rebound, steals another possession. Elmore one-on-one with Patterson, goes back inside. Caleb lost the handle, got it back. Kicks it out to Ed Wright. Wright attacks, floater in the lane, got it to go. Ed Wright now with 17, and it's a 4-point game. Rigatuso all alone, turns down the three, drives into the paint. Gets it to Jalen Patterson. He swings to Jones. Pioneers giving Corey Jones a lot of space at the three-point line, playing him completely for the drive, and that's a travel. Rigatuso drives baseline and drug that foot traveled.
Checking for Baker, number 2, Ty Henry.
Baker playing a little offense-defense substitutions, taking Jalen Patterson out of the game on dead balls when the Wildcats are on the defensive end. Ty Henry back in to guard Anthony Brown. They go to Anthony out top. High ball screen comes from Jones McCrary. Henry able to fight through. Caleb one-on-one in the post, kicks it out. Alexander shot fakes, drives into the paint, gets the finish to go. Tough finish on the right side. Alexander avoided the charge, adjusted midair, got the layup to go. 67-69 your score. Rigatuso, short corner jumper, nothing but net. Elmore trying to push the pace. Wants the Pioneers to play fast. Baker able to get back, set their defense. Go right back inside to Jones McCrary. One-on-one with Quentin Harvey. Shot fake. Got 2 defenders off their feet, and Anthony Brown there for the follow-up dunk. Jones McCrary missed the jump hook, and Anthony slams it home. 69-71. Lob way off the mark. Hit the backboard. Jones McCrary throws a full-court baseball pass. Elmore had to track it down, was playing free safety. Helter-skelter possession. Alexander saves it. Pioneers can settle down and run some offense with a chance to tie this ball game. 3 minutes to go in the game. 69-71 Wildcats. Anthony Brown swings it out to Elmore, top of the key. He gets into the paint, draws contact, kicks. He's fouled. And Mackay's going to go to the line for 2. Double bonus.
Foul number 4, Corey Jones. That's his 4th, 10th team foul. Mackay Elmore at the line, shooting 2.
It's the 4th personal foul on Corey Jones. Mackay takes advantage. Again, Pioneers have missed the front end of a couple of one-on-one opportunities and split on a couple of other trips to the line here in the second half, so free throws been an issue. And the freshman from Dayton, Ohio steps to the line here in crunch time and calmly knocks down the first. Mackay 2 for 2, ties us at 71 and immediately picks up Justin Batts full court. Batts gets rid of it, lets Rigatuso bring it across. He gets into the paint, kicks out, errant pass. Jalen Patterson saves it from going out of bounds. Student section for the Pioneers trying to give him some life. Patterson gets to that pull-up jumper again and knocks it down. So good in that mid-range pull-up. Patterson now with 17, puts the Wildcats back on top. Elmore directs traffic out top, goes high post to Caleb Jones McCrary. Comes back to get it on the handoff. Caleb fakes it, turns the corner. He's fouled, going to go back to the line.
Foul number 35, Braden Wiggs.
Caleb did a nice job selling that dribble handoff. Got just enough space, turned the corner, draws the contact. Braden Wiggs picks up his 4th personal foul. So a couple of starters for both groups now with 4. Corey Jones and Braden Wiggs. Jake Alexander, Anthony Brown, all 4 personal fouls. And Coach Dooley going to talk things over as Jones McCrary hits the first. Going to make him think a little bit longer about the second one. 2:12 to go in the ball game. chance to tie this ball game at 73. Again, both these teams battling for position atop of the Heart of America Conference standings. Winner of this game will be in third place. Wildcats 13-3, Pioneers 13-4 coming into tonight's ball game overall. Justin Batts gets the defensive rebound. Baker still leads by 1 after Jones McCrary splits the free throw opportunity. Batts drives baseline, kicks it back to Patterson. Jalen Patterson, tough contested 3. Good defense by Elmore. Off the mark. Anthony Brown comes down with the defensive rebound. Pioneers chance to take the lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Elmore out top. Goes Jones McCrary. Here comes that dribble handoff action. Empty side ball screen. Pioneers get the switch. Jones McCrary in with Rigatuso. Spins baseline. Was trying to throw that hook pass to Jake Alexander and was deflected. Good hands on the baseline by a couple of Wildcat defenders. Late shot clock, inbounding with 10. Mackay throws it into Caleb Jones McCrary. Here comes that dribble handoff action. Now Alexander, pick and roll, it's stolen away. Good hands by Noah Rigatuso. He comes away with the steal. Patterson probing, swings to Batts. They go inside to Quentin Harvey, one-on-one with Anthony Brown. Harvey kicks it out. Rigatuso shot fakes into the paint. Wildcats very patient offensively here down the stretch. Get it to Jalen Patterson. Patterson 15 feet, kicks it out to Rigatuso. One-on-one, good hands. Caleb Jones McCrary pokes it away. Elmore in transition, all the way to the cup, took the contact, got it to go and one. Mackay Elmore, what a finish. All the way to the rim in transition, took the contact, finished it. Justin Batts will be whistled for the foul, his first, and Elmore will head to the line for one more. Exactly 1 minute on the clock. Pioneers back in front by 1. Elmore a chance to make it 2.
Back in the Baker for 35, Brayden Wiggs.
Brayden Wiggs checks back into the ballgame, gives Quentin Harvey a break. And Mackay buries the free throw. He's got 14 points. Under a minute to go. Crowd trying to will the Pioneers to a stop here. They go high post, Rigatuso, one-on-one with Anthony Brown. They left a wide open Jalen Patterson, top of the key, his 3 off the mark. Anthony Brown comes down with the rebound. That's a huge stop for the Pioneers. They can go 2 for 1. Instead, they're going to slow things down. Got to get a great shot this late in the ball game in a one-possession game. 75-73, Ed Wright handles out top. Going to run this clock down, get a ball screen, I would imagine, from Jones McCrary. Here it comes. Pushes left, gets the switch, blows by Brayden Wiggs to the rim, kicks it out. Elmore, 3 on the way, buries it. Mackay Elmore buries the triple right in front of the Pioneer bench, and it's Mid-America Nazarene with a 5-point lead. Jalen Patterson's 3 off the mark. And what would have been a stop for the Pioneers instead is going to send Noah Rigatuso to the free throw line, as they whistled Anthony Brown for a foul. A loose ball foul on the rebound opportunity. So that's the 5th personal on Anthony Brown, which would be massive. Huge implications should this game go into overtime. Hopefully the Pioneers able to secure the win in regulation with a 5-point lead and 12.2 to go. But Rigatuso at the line can make this a one-possession game. Some extracurricular activity right in front of the Pioneer bench. Justin Batch joined the Mid-America Nazarene huddle. Was broken up quickly, but you're allowed that time on a disqualification due to 5 personal fouls. You get a 60-second talk. And Brooks Langer has entered the game for Anthony Brown. Rigatuso does knock down the first foul shot. So it's a 4-point lead. Huge free throw here by Rigatuso to make it a one-possession game, and he does. So Rigatuso, who has been money all night long, he's got 26 points, leads all scorers. And Wildcats going to make some substitutions, get their best defensive group into the ballgame. Pioneers with a 3-point lead. Full timeout, 12.2 to go in the ball. on the floor. Elmore a 90% free throw shooter, Ed Wright a 92% free throw shooter. That's who the Pioneers would like to have the ball in their hands. They get it into Ed Wright, and he's fouled right away. Good execution. There was two guys on the floor that you'd love to see at the free throw line. He's one of them. And Ed Wright huddles his group there at the 15-foot mark and has a chance to push this back to a two-possession lead.
Ed Wright at the line, shooting 2.
Again, both teams in the double bonus, so he's going to shoot 2. Nothing but net. Ed Wright now has 18 points, leads the Pioneers. And late game execution going to be of utmost importance for both groups now in a two-possession game. Pioneers trying to make the Wildcats take some time off the clock and absolutely cannot foul. The last thing you want to do is allow a 4-point play or the Wildcats to score with the clock stopped. Ed Wright knocks down both free throws. Jonel Aponte checks back into the ballgame. 80-75. Pioneers lead, 11.5 to go in the ballgame. Justin Batt's going to let this ball roll for a minute. Pioneers are going to talk things over, set their defense. Coach Hepker takes a full timeout. 11.5 to go in the game. Pioneers 80, Wildcats 75. We'll be back at MNUsports.com. Part of
I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Ty Henry to inbound, length of the floor to go. 11.5 in the ballgame. Justin Batts catches it on the run. He takes a screen, drives baseline on Aponte. Hammer screen in the corner for Jalen Patterson. Patterson takes an off-balance 3 off the mark. Corey Jones rebounds it, puts it back up, and ball is batted around under the rim, and that's going to do it. Pioneers hang on to win a massive game in the Cook Center against a really good Baker Wildcat team. Pioneers 80, Baker 75. The next game is on the road Wednesday for the Pioneers, and then they will be back in the Cook Center Saturday when Mount Mercy comes to town. So heck of a ball game. Two of the best teams in the conference go nose to nose. And